Welcome to Mixtapes and Tasty Cakes with your host Bert Laporte, Damian Monte Carlo, and Angry Mike D. Alright, sit back and enjoy the ride as they talk about all things that rock and other useless knowledge you don't care about. And remember, every asshole has an opinion. This is theirs. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe.
And we're back in the saddle again. Another episode.
Mixtapes and Tasty Cakes.
Mixtapes and tasty cocktails.
I thought you got stuck there for a second.
Yeah, I was gonna say something else. And chill to the next episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna since Aerosmith is retired and everything, and we put together a little mixtape, a blackjack mixtape.
That's our new thing. It's going to be 21 songs. The Mixtapes and Tasty Cakes Blackjack playlist.
Blackjack.
We might do one a week of these Blackjack playlists.
Yeah.
Double episode.
Right.
Every week.
Blackjack episode.
Yeah. I like it.
Speaking of blackjack, you got a song on there. When we get to it, it's going to be the blackjack. Well, not really. It's going to be 20. That should be number 21.
What's that?
The song. I'll mention it when we get there.
Okay. That's funny.
If blackjack is the theme, you screwed this one up.
So let's talk a little Aerosmith before we get kicked off here. Before we kick it off here, I should say. So Dame, we know that Aerosmith is done with touring for now. Steven Tyler, did you ever find out, or did they ever say what exactly was wrong with his vocals?
Forget. Definitely some serious vocal issues, but
yeah, which is crazy because I seen on YouTube. I think they only played the one night. Maybe they played in Philly, which was great. I seen on YouTube.
Well,
right?
Yeah, it was maybe it wasn't a lot. Maybe like 3, 4, 5 dates they did.
Yeah, and guess what? It sounded great to me. I was like, wow.
Yeah, I kind of wish
I should have went
to that.
Yeah.
But tickets were a lot of money. I remember checking. They're going for like $300-400 for like shitty seats. I was like, I can't do it. I would have liked to have seen them because the last time I saw them was on I forget what tour it was. 99. What album was that? One of those.
99.
Yeah, was it
after Get a Grip?
Oh yeah, it was that.
Oh, it was probably the one with the cat,
Nine
Nine Lives, the one with the cat on the front.
Yeah, and that was just dude.
Was that with Kiss?
No. I forget. It was like I forget who, Johnny Lang or somebody opened up. I forget exactly who it was. Or who's the other guy? Kenny Wayne Shepherd. One of them, I think, might have opened up, or maybe could have been like an alternative band. The Goo Goo Dolls. I have no. I really don't remember. But I remember we bought tickets off scalpers in the parking lot. Me and Frankie Meatball went, and no lie, man, I literally fell asleep during that concert. Wow. I literally fell asleep. So I wanted to see them again because they were playing a lot of that stuff during that time. I wasn't really into it.
How many times have you seen Aerosmith?
Maybe
off the top of your head,
3, maybe. Not a whole lot.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
What was your favorite one? What was your favorite one that you went?
I had the first time I saw them. That was in '93. The 49 Blondes opened up at the Spectrum. They were fucking great.
That was probably the
Get a Grip.
Get a Grip.
Yeah.
It was probably Get a Grip. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Mike D, have you ever seen Aerosmith live?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, I've seen them. I've probably seen Aerosmith more than any other band I ever seen.
Really?
Yeah, and I love Aerosmith, but always by default. Like the first time I ever seen them, Guns N' Roses were opening up for them. It was on the Permanent Vacation tour.
Yeah.
I seen that. And that was, I don't know if that was 2 nights or one night, I don't remember. But when they came back again, Skid Row opened up for them 2 nights, and I went to both nights. And that was, I guess that had to be the Pump tour, is my guess on that. And then I seen them with Kiss, and they did that double headliner thing. And then I seen them with Kid Rock and Run DMC, which I missed both of them. I called the end of Kid Rock.
I remember that tour, and I actually do want to go see them on that one.
Yeah. And I probably seen them one or two other times after that. So I've seen them a bunch of times.
Yeah.
And funny is because my mother-in-law loves them. She's been an Aerosmith fan forever. So I would go with her. I went to one or two with her because, she had need somebody to go with or whatever. So yeah, like huge Aerosmith fan. So so I always wanted to go see Aerosmith.
Maris would probably still go.
Oh yeah, she wanted to go to the last one.
Why? Maybe it wasn't the Spectrum, but I'm actually looking on Setlist FM to see when that was. I think it was '99. I'm pretty sure it was.
But they're usually really, really good. And the last tour that they did, and there's a link somewhere on not Spotify, on YouTube. There is a YouTube, the one from Philly that they did last year. It was great. I mean, it was really, I don't know if it was the beginning of the year. Was it the beginning of the year, maybe, that they did it? Or the end of last year? It's probably the beginning of the year, I'm guessing.
No, it was last year.
It was last year?
Yeah.
Okay, but it was great. I watched the whole show. The whole show was up. I don't know if it's still up, but it was great. It was dynamite. But, they've been doing it for so long, man. I mean, so long. And Steven Tyler is one of those singers that still sounded great. You get older, you got a couple guys. I mean, somebody like Mick Jagger still does it, but Mick Jagger don't do what Steven Tyler does as far as vocal range goes. Who do you have that could still sing like that? Dio did before he passed away. Halford's pretty close still to it, even though you could tell. Dickinson, there's not many that could still blast away at that range. Okay, before we get into this, if you had to pick one Aerosmith album, Damo, what would you take? Only one.
Draw the Line is my favorite.
Okay, yeah, that's a good pick. That's a good pick. Mike D.
Maybe Rocks.
Yeah,
that's a good one too. Yeah,
probably their best. A lot of people would put that one.
That's a good one. It's funny. I would probably go with Toys in the Attic. Of course.
Three different answers.
Yeah. Three different answers. I mean, they are a really good band. And even at the end of their career, they kind of went towards the soundtrack kind of thing. Once the Armageddon thing hit, everything kind of started sounding that way. Actually, Get a Grip had like at least three kind of ballad type songs on it, but they were all pretty damn good. Like Crying's really a good song.
I know. I heard that on the radio last week. Man, this is
that's the one. It's fucking
it's like, wow, that is a great song. I mean, they got really poppy and they brought like a shitload of outside writers in and everything, but I don't know. Great song is a great song. I mean, they kind of catered more to like the soccer mom crowd, I guess,
But it's still.
I think we heard it too much, though. I think that's, I don't know. At least I did.
Well, once that certain bands get that format, they found that format and you just ride it, right? So,
No, I mean, like, I think I heard on the radio.
Oh, you mean you heard the
TV too? It was just like played like everywhere you went. That song was kind of blaring out of it.
I mean,
it was
their ballads were fucking printing money. They were money makers, man. They were money makers. So I guess let's get in this. We're all going to take turns and just read what's all on our list. There's no order. It's just 21 songs that we suggest you put on a mixtape for Aerosmith. And we're going to throw out the Spotify link also, that you can link or click the link and, put it on your Spotify. Check it out. So, Damo, we're starting off with you. What's on that list?
Yeah, well, you picked the probably the best opener. Back in the Saddle from Rocks, classic, and
great
probably one of the best openers too. I mean, it's I don't know if you could get better than that.
Yep. Let's use this where anybody wants to chime in, just chime in. We don't have to go in rounds for this. It's an open discussion. So if you just want to talk, just speak up. Back in the Saddle, great freaking song. Great song. You know what I really love, and I do like live albums too, but my favorite Aerosmith live record is the bootleg record. The live bootleg record. I love that.
I don't know if I heard that one.
It's a true live album.
It's raw.
It's totally true. Yeah.
It's raw. It's good, man. Mike D, next track.
Chip Away at the Stone. And this was
Wait,
was
that's
this off
on
of
there?
Gems originally?
I think it was only on Gems, right? I don't remember it
I'm
being on
almost
anything
sure that
else.
was the selling point of this song. I mean,
Yes.
of this album right here, because it was sort of like a greatest hits, or greatest hits you didn't hear really.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, are we
But-
going? Are we going off the mixtape thing?
Yes.
Okay, because Mike went out of
Did
order.
No,
I?
Chipaway's next. Chipaway's 2.
I don't mind.
You reading it backwards?
I got Draw the Line second.
Draw the Line's 3rd.
I don't mind. It's totally different.
Well,
You got
2
that
out of
wrong.
3, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I guess we'll just work around it.
yeah.
We'll work around it. Chipaway to Stone. Great song. I never heard it until Gems. I didn't know nothing about it. And Gems was one of those records that I probably had before I had a lot of the other Aerosmith records.
I don't think that's on
you
another
know.
album.
I think it's
No,
just on
I don't
Gems.
think it
I think
is.
it's just on Gems.
Yeah, yeah.
Great song.
That is a great song. Yeah.
Great song. Next song, Draw the Line. Awesome song. Very cool.
Another great opener.
Yeah, another great opener. I know, Dame, you want to speak on this one? I know you like this one a lot.
Yeah, I love the record. I love that song, man. It's I love the ending of the song where he does a super high vocal thing, man. It's like, geez, it's just a great one. And that's the opening track on that album too, and that's another killer opener.
And a different kind of album cover with the drawing. It's kind of interesting, right?
Yeah, it's like a caricature. And it's also that is at like the height of their drug use. That
Right.
album.
But they couldn't get a picture
77.
altogether, so let's just draw them.
Yeah. Draw the line. It's just
Yeah, I think it's a good album cover.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. Damo, 4 on our list here.
Well, on mine, it's Mama Kin.
Wow, you're all out of
you're-
whack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is off the email you're looking at.
Off the email, I'm looking at the Spotify link.
I'm looking
Oh,
directly off
no.
the email.
Right off the email.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, I'll just name them off and we can just bullshit about them, make it easier for
Yeah.
everybody. Okay, number 4 on the list, Dream On. What are you thinking, Damo?
Yeah, probably one of the first power ballads, maybe. If you want to consider it that I mean, it's definitely a ballad, but it's another classic song from it's from the first album. Put them on the map.
Mike?
Yeah, I'm not a huge ballad guy, but like if I do like a ballad, it's something like this. It's a really cool song. At the end of it, he's kind of screaming full force on this one. Really cool track.
I think the opening is just awesome. The opening is so damn memorable. Great lyrics, great vocals. It's got a vibe, it's got a mood. It's probably my favorite.
It is
Aerosmith
moody.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely got that thing. It's got something about it. Okay, next on the list. Dude looks like a lady, Demo.
Yeah, I like this song. I thought it was funny. And it was probably part of the resurgence. I read a thing with because Desmond Child co-wrote the song. He said originally it was called "Cruising for the Ladies." Did you imagine that?
Cruising for the ladies.
Yeah,
It almost sounds like a Kiss song.
yeah, right. You
It
know what?
might have been a,
If you would have wrote it for them, it probably would have made sense for them. But, yeah, so he kind of changed it, and the dude looks like a lady. Supposedly it's supposed to be based on what Steven Tyler seen Vince Neil one time in a bar or something. That's what he thought. Kind of funny, but killer song.
He probably
Really
tried to grab his
catchy.
ass. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, probably did.
Mike D, any memories of this one for you?
It's just a great track. Actually, this is probably the point where I was getting into Aerosmith. So I really like this album.
Yeah, because that's when they were all on MTV again, and
You had the back patch, or was it Damien? Who had the back patch?
No, I had the back.
It was Mike that had that.
It was sort of by default because like they were hard to find, man. And I went to like everywhere looking for back patches and nobody had anything. It was just like stupid, I don't know, like death metal bands that I never heard of at the time. And And I see Aerosmith, and it's like the only one they had. I think it was like Sound Odyssey. I'm like, I'm
There you
grabbing
go.
this.
There you go. It's a great song, man. A 1-2 punch with this. Actually, this whole walk this way. Dude looks like a lady. Um, Angel. I mean, there was a lot of good songs. Permanent Vacation's a really solid.
It is
record.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just St. John. I mean, there's just so many good songs. Hangman's Jury. I mean, the whole record's really good. It's weird because I listened to it I think I might have been with Mike, maybe like a year ago. We put it on. We're like, damn, this is a good record. You forget how good it is.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because
It's
you're
overlooked,
you're used to the hits, right?
the singles. Yeah. All the other songs are kind of like forgotten on that one, but they're
Yeah.
pretty good when you revisit
They're
them.
pretty good, man. They're pretty good. Okay. Eat the Rich. Come on, don't forget a grip. What you got there, Damo?
I think it's a great song on that record. It's a pretty rocking song. It definitely has. I think it has like an old feel for them. Uh, Definitely like a '90s little angrier or snottier, I guess.
Yeah.
Vibe and yeah, I thought it was a great song.
Yeah. Mike D, you remember Eat the Rich?
Yeah, I remember it. I was kind of like not really into them too much at this point, but it's still a decent track.
I mean, I dig this one. I thought at first this might have been an odd one to pick, and then Damio, he put it on his list too. Damio, but I think his song kicks ass. I think there's a ton of great songs on that record, and this is the opening, I believe, to the record too.
Yeah.
And it's so cocky, like you said, snotty. It's so fucking cocky. I love it.
Mhm.
Very, very, very cool song. Number 7 on our list. And this is not in order. This is just the way the playlist is. Loving an Elevator. What you got, Damo?
I love the it's a great video.
Great video.
I love the vocal harmonies in it, especially at the end and all that. And it's got some cool drum fills in there. It's a lot of cool stuff in this song. I mean, I know people give those, the MTV albums like some shit, but hey, look, I mean, not all of us were born in the 60s and grew up on the 70s stuff. It's not my fault. I was born in the 70s and grew up on the 80s stuff.
Nobody's
So,
fault.
yes, right. So this is like the era that I grew up on and you guys grew up on, and then I went back, obviously. I really, really love like the 70s stuff. Probably more than that, but like loving Elevator is like I was 12, 13 when that
It's when you
came
were
out,
getting into music, probably.
yeah, yeah. It's when I was like really, really into it, and I was all over MTV, and it was a great song, really well produced. I thought great written song, and it's a classic.
Yep. Mike D.
I agree with Damien, and I will say the lyrics, a bit on the cheesy side, looking back at it now, but it is such a great well done song, Can't deny that.
Yeah, I think the thing with Aerosmith is, I think especially in the 90s, not counting the ballad stuff when they went more ballady, they were fun. Steven Tyler, it's always tongue in cheek, and the videos always had almost like David Lee Roth had that little bit of a comic twist in it once in a while.
Yeah.
Like they would poke fun, and even though the lyrics were, I guess, kind of on the cheesy side, it was more on like tongue in cheek fun. It's more poking fun than anything. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I always like the song. The harmonies are great. Another, like I said, great video. I mean, a video can make me like a song a lot. It's just that was the magic of MTV.
Yeah.
Another great album too. So yeah, Love and Elevator, really good song. Next on the list, Kings and Queens, Damo.
And if you're playing blackjack, Kings and Queens is going to give you a 20. It should be track number 20 on the playlist.
I got to think it out better next time.
Well, I'm looking at it now. It looks like it's in alphabetical order. So,
okay, so that's what you did.
It is in alphabetical order. How about that? These songs are in alphabetical order. A to Z, motherfucker.
It only took us about 8 to figure that out.
I don't know. Well, whatever. Oh yeah, on your list, the one that
they're in alphabetical order, yeah.
Sort of.
No, I'm only seeing. Well, I'm not going to give it away, but up to Anne. Wait a minute. Wait.
For the most part,
Where?
it's not
I
important.
got 2 songs of the same on my list, Albert. I should have inspected the goddamn list better.
See, that's why I'm reading. That's why I'm reading off the list. Kings and
Yep.
Queens, Damo, what you got?
Yeah, Mike's right. Uh, pretty heavy song for them at that, for the '70s. I thought Kings and Queens. I liked it, man. It's kind of moody.
Yeah, absolutely.
I like the guitar part that kind of sounds like that Psycho, this from the Psycho soundtrack.
Yeah. I mean, it's all about the melody line. It's just
yeah.
it's got this flow,
It's got a lot of drama in the song.
Mm-hmm. Anybody want to add anything else to Kings and Queens?
No, I think Dame said it all right there.
Damo. Last Child. What you got, Damo?
Another great one. These are all fucking great songs.
Yeah. So you can forget how good they are till you listen to them again.
Yeah, that the intro, the clean and the harmonies, and then when it kicks in, man, it's just got that fucking groove, man. Joey Kramer gets no credit at all, and he's one of my favorite drummers. He's just so fucking good, and just in the pocket and everything, and cool, funky, like fucking guitar riff, on this one.
Mike D, anything for Last Child?
Last Child, just a punk in the street, man. Yeah, I just great song. Love the ending. Love like when he screams. It's not just a scream. It's like a feeling,
Yeah.
It's got a feel to it. It's just not screaming.
Yeah. Last Child, great song,
Yeah.
great record. Rocks is, I believe, the record. Yeah, it's just a great song. Like I said, he's got so much emotion, and just the way they have their own thing. Even though you're playing the funky riffs, little bluesy stuff there, but they got their own thing. They got their own groove. Living on the Edge, Damo.
I'm kind of like over this song. It was played a lot back then on MTV.
I think this and Elevator are like hand in hand. It's almost like the same song on the next record, sort of.
Yeah, I mean, this is it's I remember the video. There's a lot of shit going on. It kind of reminded me of like Michael Jackson's Black or White video. I wonder if it was the same guy. It was like a lot of different things going on. And shit.
That feel,
right?
Yeah.
The video itself, visually,
yeah,
as far as how it's shot and everything. But song itself, I haven't listened to it in a long time. But if I hear it on the radio, I keep it on, and it is another well written, good song. I mean, if I saw them live, I'd probably not want to. I'd be happy if it wasn't played.
Right.
Or something else.
But you won't turn it on off the radio if it's on.
No, I like it.
Yep. How about you, Mike?
It's a good track. I mean, it's one as far as like one of their later ones. I considered it one of their better ones. But again, like Dame said, it was so played out, and like I don't know, kind of tired of hearing.
Yeah, I mean, it's a real good song. It's got a lot of stuff going on in the song, also. It's pretty good. The little pre-chorus is good.
Very produced.
Very produced. Yeah, the pre-chorus is so good. That's a well-produced and written song.
Yeah.
It really is. Mama Ken, what you got, Damo?
Funny, like we talked about, like we all got into the MTV stuff, and I didn't really know their '70s stuff because I was discovering them during Ragdoll and all that stuff. But I know this from the Guns N' Roses Lies record.
Bingo.
That's how I found out. Then you go backwards, and they did a pretty badass cover of it because it sounds pretty true to the original.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I would say I listened to Mama Ken's version. I mean, that Guns N' Roses version of Mama Ken more than probably the Aerosmith version. Nothing against the Aerosmith version. I'm just more familiar with the Guns N' Roses version.
Right, me too. Yeah.
Mike, anything you want to add to this?
No, I'm the same with you. I'm probably more familiar with the Guns N' Roses when I got this much later. But I mean, it's still just a great track. It's just raw, man. It's just like in your face, kind of almost on the punky side.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, let's go to the next song on the list here. Nobody's Fault, Damo.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be the heaviest song they've ever written. You ever hear Testament do this song?
Absolutely,
yes,
it's on my list.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah. LA Guns, I think, covered this one. It's a fucking great tune, man. I love the heaviness of it, and I don't know, it's just a badass song, you know.
Mike D.
I might have had Testament's version before I heard this one.
Hmm.
And I love that song. And then when I saw the Aerosmith thing, I'm like, really? What the hell was this off of?
Yeah, yeah.
And yeah, I picked that up. And I mean, there's not too many times where a cover can be as good as the original. I don't know. Maybe in this case, slightly better. I love them both, though.
I got to
Yeah.
go back and listen to that.
I'm
I remember it
actually
being really
with
good.
Mike. I always like this tune because it's pretty damn heavy. Definitely heavy for Aerosmith.
Mhm.
I love Testament's version of this. Testament's version probably made me like it made me go back and go, wow, was it that heavy of a song? And I went back, well, yeah, it was that heavy of a song. It's great. It's ballsy. It's just got a
Yeah.
lot of balls. And I think the vocal delivery is so aggressive for him. I really like it a lot. And I love Testament's version also, which was on that New World Order or New Order. New Order. It was on
New Order, yeah.
Yeah. So we have never heard the Testament version. Check it out.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go back here. See what we got here. Next song on the list. This is a demo pick. No surprise.
I love this song, man. This is so fucking good. I actually really like this album. This is
I know
after
you
Draw the
wrote
Line.
Chiquita. Was
That one too. I love too.
yeah, I know. Yeah,
I think they're back to back on the album too. This is definitely towards when the band started like kind of falling apart, but I still think it's really good album. And I like the album title, Night in the Ruts, which really I think it should have been Right in the Nuts.
right.
Ah,
I
So
never knew that.
I know.
yeah,
I
so
didn't think of that. Yeah.
that's them being clever. So
I used to think it was a live album.
Oh, really?
yeah,
Like I
right?
thought it was.
Yeah,
I thought the Ruts was like a place or something they were playing at.
yeah.
Like I kind of never gave it that thought there with the what do you call that with the reverse letters there?
That's funny.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Dyslexic?
I can't. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. But the song is about it's kind of like autobiographical as far as the lyrics go. It's about them playing Max's Kansas City club, which was a
Right.
club in New York, and them getting signed and Clive Davis signing them and everything. So, and it's always got an upbeat, fun kind of vibe to it,
Yeah, that's what I would say. This song is more of a kind of old school, early club kind of song for me.
Mm-hmm.
It's good. It's definitely good. It has that raw live energy for me.
Yeah, maybe a little more of a deeper track, I guess, maybe, but
Yeah,
always been one of my favorites.
yeah, I think so. Coming up on the next song on the list here, Ragdoll Demo.
Yeah, I mean, I was all over this song when it came out. All the bands I liked, and then Aerosmith, and hear about them being, they just got sober. I didn't really know too much about them, because I was only maybe 9 or 10 when this came out, and video was great. I remember him, hitting the bass drum, in the beginning, and this is a great video, real fun song. I love the chorus. I love the drum beat, which is really cool. Kind of difficult to play too. Everything about it, man. I like the horns you hear in the chorus.
Wasn't the
everything.
harmonica in it too?
Maybe, I don't know.
Dame loves the harmonica.
Yeah, well, you know what? When they do it, I do kind of like it. I hate the harmonica, but when they
The
do it, I actually
harmonica.
kind of like. Yeah,
Oh man, Mike D, what you got?
Yeah, this is when I started getting into them. I mean, this is killer track here. And this is always played on MTV back in the day when MTV played music.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, great memories of this one.
yeah.
The intro is just great. The drum part is just so damn cool. So damn cool. Ragdoll's a
Yeah.
great song. Okay, this one's a Mike D pick here. Rats in the Cellar.
Yeah, this is a guilty pleasure of mine. Because I'm not sure which album. Is this off of Rocks?
Rocks.
Because I remember this from Gems when I bought the greatest hits on that. but I just like it. It's just such a raw song, man. Kind of almost on the another one of their heavier songs.
Yeah, got the east side, west side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Same old song and dance, Damo.
Uh, honestly, not one of my favorites.
Really?
Same old. Yeah, I like it, but I like so many more, so
Much
many other
more.
songs a lot more than this one. Definitely not one of my favorites. So
Mike D, anything on this one?
Just a cool track, man. It's just what's this? Probably from definitely from the early '70s, right?
second album. Yeah.
Yeah, second.
Yeah. I mean, just I like that clean sound, man, from
Get
their old
your, I believe it's
stuff.
Get Your Wings, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's man, it's another great riff though. I mean, this is Aerosmith. You say, what does Aerosmith sound like? I could just put the song on. This is what Aerosmith sounds like, you know? Uh, I like the cool vocal ramble, the story, classic riffs. I mean, it's all about the riff for me in this song. All right. This is a good pick. This one I didn't pick initially, and then when we added a little more to the list, I did pick it because Damo had it on his, and I thought it was a really good song. Seasons of Wither. Damo?
Yeah. This is a great tune. Really great song. Really moody, dark. I don't know if the lyrics have a dark lyrical content, but it definitely is like a really moody kind of song, and also like pretty at times too. And this is on the second album.
I don't know if I can remember. Did I hear Karabi? Karabi did this for two before. He covered this, I'm sure.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I always like this song. It's another good moody song.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Mike, the anything for Seasons of Wither?
I'm going to say I don't even know this one.
Oh, you know it if you hear it. If you hear it, you know it.
Yeah.
I know one you do know, Mike. You can start with this one. A little bit of Sweet Emotion.
Yeah, another really cool older track of theirs, man. I don't know how else to describe it, but like Bert said on the other track, you think of Aerosmith, this is pretty much what you would let somebody listen to.
They
Mhm.
definitely have that. Yep. Anything for Sweet Emotion there, Damo?
Yeah, I mean, I love this song. It's a fun song. I love the bass intro and everything. Do you remember the video they did for this? Like
What's
in
it-
the late
That was later on, though, wasn't it?
80s
Yeah,
or
it was
yeah,
later.
they did a video for maybe early.
Wasn't
I
like
don't
was it a
remember.
movie soundtrack? I remember like being in the classroom or school hall, or I just remember something like that.
But
That
they
was
redid the song, I think, though. I think it was a whole redone version of the song.
They might have, yeah, for a
maybe I
soundtrack,
don't know,
maybe.
but I
Yeah, I'm
remember
almost sure there's two versions of this.
I remember the video. Was it like a it was like the band playing in like a rehearsal room, but then it was clips of like maybe like a girl who was like I don't know, like a sex operator or dominatrix or some
There
shit
is
like
something.
that.
I
You
do
know
remember
what?
something.
Now you say, I mean, I could be wrong. This could be a Mandela effect. I don't know. But I almost remember the video having both versions of the song in it, and it kind of went back and forth.
I don't remember the version of the song. You might
I
be
remember
right
them
that it
having a
was
video was later. I remember that.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm almost. I think they redid it. I think they chunked it up a little bit later on.
Yeah, maybe. Trying to see if I can find this video. Yeah, it looks like it was done. I don't know. Yeah, I see the video. I don't know what year. If it says what year it came out, but uh, by the way they look in the video, it looks like it might have been like 87 or something, or late 80s.
Right, right. Yeah. I kind of remember them having a video, and of course it was they had they
Yeah,
probably redid it.
it's like a kid on the phone and he's talking to a girl and who I think is like a phone sex thing.
For some reason, I thought it was in some soundtrack thing or something. Maybe that's why they redid it. I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
remember. But I mean, it's a cool song. The opening harmonies, the bass line hooks you right in. It's another Aerosmith riff, right? It's great.
The
great.
music sounds like the original one. If anything, it might have been like remastered or remixed, maybe.
Right.
I
And
don't know.
then just did a video because they maybe to catch some heat as they were coming, catching that white lightning kind of thing as they were hot again.
Yeah, maybe they were in between records and then just wanted to put something out.
Yeah,
know?
I remember them doing the video, and like I said, did they put out like another greatest hits or something? I don't know. They did something.
Maybe that's why they did it. I don't know. Kind of weird that a band would do a video for a song
That was older. Yeah.
that came out when 15 years prior or whenever.
Yeah. This is one. This is funny because I don't think on Damien's list, I don't know if on any of Damien's list that he sent me for Aerosmith, because he started out, we all picked 10, then we all picked 15. Dame picked maybe 17 or 18, but
Yeah,
I
you
don't
said
think this
give me
song.
more.
Yeah, I said I need some more. I don't think this song made Damien's list, but how could you not put Walk This Way on here?
Only because I'm kind of
Tired of it.
tired of it.
What this is the song, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So you got to put in the Blackjack, the Blackjack,
Yeah.
the
I knew
Blackjack
I
21.
knew you guys were gonna. Oh, I saw that you guys put it on there anyway.
Yeah, it was going. I mean, listen, they owe their second resurgence definitely to Run DMC.
Oh yeah, 100%.
You know, and but here's the thing, man. Run DMC fucking threw them the ball and they scored the touchdown because their follow-ups. I mean, you could have the argument like kind of like you have with Kiss, right? Aerosmith was probably just as big or bigger on their second coming than the first.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know, definitely lasted longer. You know,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
so yeah. What do you got, Mike, dealing the old Walk This Way?
I mean, gotta say, I'm at this point, I'm kind of like, all right, I'm tired of hearing this one. But I mean, it's still a killer track.
Got to
man.
make the list.
You think of Aerosmith. This has to be probably the number one song you think of. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
At least if you grew up
probably.
around that time. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, come on, man. If you don't know the Aerosmith version, you know the Run DMC version.
Right. You definitely
know. Yep. Look, man, it catches you right off the bat with the drum beat. Then the guitar riff. You're hooked immediately. Then the vocal has the Steven Tyler cool ramble vocal. The lyrics are fun. It's a staple song. And, you know, like I said, not to mention the Run DMC version of it blew it the fuck up.
I think, is it sacrilege to say that was probably the better version of it?
It probably was for us at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Because Aerosmith was considered, even though I got into Aerosmith after, they were considered like an older band, right? Like, even though Kiss was around that, like, too, but Aerosmith, you know, I didn't get to that realm of listening to that kind of music yet. It was kind of heavier,
great,
you know?
And groovy as Aerosmith is. Like, you listen to Steven Tyler in the Run DMC version of that song, and everything just sounds so much chunkier. It just sounds...
it's a little more aggressive.
It has more... I think it's better. I don't know. I mean, and when you listen to the older one, and it's a great song, but it sounds flat after listening to that one.
Right. Well, it's very up, if that makes any sense.
Right.
Yeah. And the video, it's another one.
Agree.
Another one, the video was fun. And they incorporated them in the video and how they split it up with the Rats Band here and the Rock Band. Steven Tyler's banging the thing. I mean, listen,
it's clever.
Anything Aerosmith has done in the I guess late 80s on their second resurgence, a lot of it was fun. It was fun to watch. The videos were fucking fun. And it all started with that Run DMC video. You know? Okay, let's see what else is on the list here.
That Sweet Emotion video came out in 91. Remember that Pandora's Box?
Oh, because the box set they put out. Yes. Okay.
So they released that as a single, and it was remixed.
Makes sense.
Okay.
That totally makes sense, though. Okay, so we got track number 20 out of the 21 song mix. Janie's Got a Gun. Mike D.
Yeah, I mean, this is just a killer track. It's more story-oriented than anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Almost out of their realm a little bit, which is kind of just a very fresh song.
And it's funny because this one almost didn't make the cut. You figure it would make the cut as a definite. This almost didn't make the cut. This barely made the cut. It made the cut on the second time. The first round of songs we picked, this wasn't on any of our stuff.
I didn't put it on there.
And then Mike put it on the second round. I think I put it on the second round too. But it's one of those songs that it's just a great song. You identify Aerosmith when you hear it. You know it's Aerosmith. Even though it's different, a little different for them, but it's so big, the song. So yeah, so I guess it should have made it. Last track on our Blackjack. Hey, that rhymes. What It Takes. Damo, what are you thinking on What It Takes?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have put it on there, but I do like the song. Ballad, yeah. I guess it's a ballad, right?
Yeah. I think
Good
it's another one that the studio, the video where they showed all the studio stuff. I think that kind of made it kind of cool.
Yeah. Do you remember that the Pump video?
Yeah,
You
the
know,
VHS. I remember the VHS tape. Had like
the,
three
the
songs or
making of
whatever.
the making of Pump, that was pretty good.
Yeah. Dude, they used to do that with all like anything that came out in that time period. You had them little mini videos. There was like 3 videos maybe on a.
Hmm.
You remember like
Yeah.
9.95? There's like 3 videos on there.
Yeah.
That's when shit was fucking fun. When you could buy
Yeah.
some cool ass shit. Kiss had the Crazy Nights, so it had the 3 videos or whatever was on there.
Man, imagine the money record labels were making on all that stuff. Let's
Fucking
put out the
great.
cassette, the vinyl, the CD, and then let's put out a video package afterwards. And then you know what? Film a bunch of goofy stuff when you're on tour, and then we'll put that out as a VHS too. And then all the
Yeah.
video stuff. I mean, it's
But the one thing that did that made you like the stuff more, you know?
yeah. Well, you get
Well, you
obsessed
figure
with
you
it.
worked or you got your allowance or whatever you saved up at with, like, choosing what you were going to buy was a big deal.
Yeah.
Go
So
buy a poster. You go to Kmart and buy your poster. For $4.99 and all the other shit you would buy. All the merchandise these bands were making.
Yeah. Dude, it's funny. Sometimes me and my cousin, my other buddy will go out. We'll go grab something to eat during the day and we'll go in like Delco or somewhere to the mall, somewhere in Jersey, whatever. And they laugh because I always want to go in stores. And they're like, you've been to 10 stores. You didn't buy nothing. I said, look, I'm trying to spend money. I can't fucking find nothing.
you're
Like,
trying to find a deal. You're like,
Yeah.
you go in a store. If I buy like 5 of these, would you give me like a discount on the 6th one here?
What? It's like I'm looking for, dude. Sometimes I'll just go because I'm in a bad mood or I had a shitty day. So I just want to buy something to make me fucking happy. You know what I mean? It's
Something
like,
to play with when you get
Just go
home.
buy a wrestling figure
yeah,
or something.
something to play with. Yeah. But it's funny that I'll look for stuff and then be like, it's either I have it already or it's crazy overpriced. Because it's bad now. Now that we know we can order from Amazon and stuff like that, you go somewhere down, let's go, I don't know, let's say, and there's a reason why it's overpriced, of course. Say you go to Wildwood and they have that little record store shop in Wildwood. You'll find a couple records you can find it online, but, sometimes when you see it in person, you're like, oh, fuck, I'll buy it,
Yeah.
I'm more of that. I like the spontaneous thing that way. But you see a record that you could get on Amazon, not Amazon, on Amazon for like $25 and it's $45-$50. You're like, come on, fucking stop.
Mhm.
I understand why it's expensive. They rent out the space, I'm sure, and overhead and whatever. But what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yep. So that being said, Aerosmith, one of the greatest bands of all
Blackjack.
time. Blackjack 21 track. We're gonna do more of this just for the fucking fun of it. Mixtapes and tasted cakes. We're gonna see you later. Bye.